Hi guys, this is the second part of the video tutorial number 3, and like I said, we'll be moving to Eclipse and graphical user interface. So open up your browser and your favorite search engine, type Eclipse, Java download, then go to Eclipse downloads and choose whatever suits you best. So if it's 64-bit, then 64, 32 for 32. After you've downloaded, you'll have a zip file which you need to unzip, and you'll have something like this. I've already created a shortcut, so I'll just do it again. Create shortcut and put it on your desktop. And then double click it. So if you run Eclipse for the first time, then it will display a window, or actually first ask for your workspace. Workspace is the folder where you keep your projects, so just click OK, and it should be under C, users, your username, and a workspace folder. After that, you'll have a welcome window. Just close the window, and then you'll be given this kind of layout. On the left, you'll see your projects. If you haven't used Eclipse before, then there will be no projects. So just create file, new Java project, name it tutorial. Execution environment, choose project specific JRE 1.80 update 25, which is the latest. You should have the same, or update 20. We need to do that because by default Java SE doesn't have access to JavaFX, and JRE does. So click next and finish. We'll be using JavaFX for our GUI. Open your tutorial project. You'll have a folder called src, which is source code. Now you should have files from the last tutorial where we modeled a gun, so just copy that. Main, gun, fire mode, clip, and then drag them over to src. And OK. It should say default package, although it is good to sort of have our own package. So we'll rename that to new. So click right-click source code, new package. It usually goes like com dot your username dot and then name of the program. In our case, it's tutorial number 3. Click finish. Now we'll need to drag all of these 4 in there. Yeah, it automatically generated package names for us. So it should now say package com.username.tutorial number 3. If you're using IntelliJ or NetBeans, just keep using it, I guess, because the workflow itself is pretty much the same. Now that we have our main, we can also run it. Just click on run, and it'll print the same thing that it printed last tutorial, which we use command line for, so to compile and run. And everything sort of is run behind the scenes now. Just click run, and it auto compiles it for you and then runs. And as you can see, this is the console, so sort of an emulation of a terminal. Now let's get to GUI. We'll just comment it out. So to comment out whole blocks, you'll need to put / then asterisk, and then asterisk / at the end. So like I said, there are 2 ways of creating GUI. It's either Swing or JavaFX. We're going to use JavaFX because it's the latest sort of technology. Extends application. In order to use JavaFX, we need to extend application class. So in Eclipse, if you hover over the class, which is underlined, you will see that you can import it automatically. Just click on JavaFX.application, and it will import this class for you. The keyword extends means that our class main extends this class, which is in itself a class. By extending, you inherit all of its protected and public methods, and also fields, so like variables, and you're able to access them as long as they're protected or public. So private methods and fields are not accessible by inherited classes. So inherited classes sometimes are called children. The more technical name is a subclass, and the one you're inheriting from is a superclass. And now, so if there is a problem in your program, Eclipse will say like what you can do about it, and we'll choose add unimplemented methods. And as you can see, it will create a method, and with the keyword override, which means that the superclass application has a method called start, which takes an primary field of variable argument, of type stage. But by overriding it, we want the application to call not the application start, but our main's start method. So when this will run, instead of calling start method in the application class, because we have overridden it, it will call start method in the main class. Hope that makes sense. So in the start, we will just show our stage. And we need to add a new statement saying launch. This is how you run JavaFX programs. So this will typically launch the Java application program, and we'll call its start, which will call back our start. So, and in our start method, we only have primary stage show. So stages are like windows. So all we're saying is show the window. That's it. And there we go. We have a window which has nothing in it and has no title, no icon, so nothing basically. We can also sort of define certain attributes of a window. Set width, let's set it to 600, and same for the height. And now if we run that, we'll have a window which is 600 wide and 600 in height. Finally, in this tutorial, I would like to have a rectangle shown on screen, which will, in later tutorial, move around. Private rectangle target. New rectangle width 40 and height 40. Again, we'll need to import that. So hover over with your mouse and then import JavaFX scene shape. First, we need to create our scene. So scene. So if stage is like a window, then scene is something, basically everything within that window. It's pretty much like scene graph. New scene. Again, import JavaFX.scene. Scene takes in a parameter of parent or node. So we need to define our root node, which will be pane. Again, we need to import everything. Now let's call it root. And the last thing we need to do is root get children add, and we'll be adding a rectangle, which is target. Actually, we might want to give target a color. Set fill color dot red. Let's try red. Okay, that's interesting. Wonder why. So create our rectangle, we set color, root, get children, add target, then set scene. Oh, we haven't set the scene to the stage, alright. Primary stage, set scene. There we go. I also removed primary stage set width and height because typically you'd set preferred width to root. Set preferred size 600. And this sort of the root will extend the window as long as it needs. Yep, there we go. We now have a rectangle of color red, and it's called target. You probably see where this is going since we have a model of class gun. In the next tutorial, we'll make the target move, so move randomly, and then we'll try to shoot it with our gun and see what happens. Right, I think this is it for a tutorial. So there will be part 3, which will probably come out tomorrow. Anyway, thank you for watching, and see you tomorrow.